You know that classic image, right? A beautiful orange goldfish just swimming around in its little bowl. It looks so peaceful. But what if I told you that serene picture could be hiding a constant, invisible threat? Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on why temperature stability isn't just some nice to have for your goldfish. It is, quite literally, a matter of life and death.
All right, let's really think about this for a second. That picturesque bowl sitting on a sunny windowsill, it might literally be the most dangerous place for that fish to live. As the sun moves across the sky, it's heating up that small amount of water, creating these invisible temperature swings that are absolutely devastating. So how exactly does this peaceful scene turn into a potential death trap? Okay, so first things first, we've got to bust a major myth. This idea that goldfish are basically indestructible. I mean, they've been kept in simple bowls for centuries, so they've got to be tough, right? Well, yes and no. Look, goldfish are survivors for sure. They can put up with conditions that would take out more delicate fish in a heartbeat. But tough and invincible are two totally different things. They are incredibly vulnerable to environmental stressors that you can't even see. And believe me, the number one culprit is rapid changes in water temperature. So what are we really talking about here? This isn't just about the water being a little too hot or a little too cold. The real danger, the silent stressor, is the constant fluctuation, that daily up and down roller coaster ride of heating up and cooling down. And this just lays it all out, doesn't it? It's so clear. In stable water, a goldfish is just cruising. Its stress levels are low, its immune system is strong, everything's great. But you put it in water with fluctuating temperatures, you get metabolic chaos. Its body is constantly struggling to adjust, which shoots its stress levels through the roof and basically just opens the door for all kinds of diseases. To really get why this is so bad, we have to kind of zoom in and go inside the fish. We're going to look at the exact biological chain reaction that this temperature stress kicks off. And it all starts with one really important biological fact. So here's a big word for you. Poikilothermic. Sounds complicated, right? But the idea is actually super simple. It just means that fish, including goldfish, are completely at the mercy of the water around them. Think about it. You get cold, you shiver. You get hot, you sweat. Your body fixes it. A fish can't do that. When the water gets cold, its body gets cold, period. And that's the key. So what happens when that temperature drops? Well, some incredible research from the National Institutes of Health shows that cold stress basically just slams the brakes on the fish's entire defense system. Its adaptive immunity, the part that learns to fight off specific germs, it just gets shut down. And the production of T cells and antibodies, the little soldiers of the immune system, their production line just grinds to a halt. And this quote from the NIH study, wow, it just hits the nail on the head. It says, "Cold stress compromises the fish's ability to destroy pathogens." So the fish isn't just feeling a little off. Its fundamental ability to fight off the most common bacteria and parasites is just gone. It's left completely defenseless. Okay, so we've seen what's happening on the inside. Now let's connect those dots to the aquarium itself. Why do some tanks create these dangerous swings while others stay nice and stable? Well, it really boils down to three main things. Let's call them the pillars of stability. First up, water volume. It's simple physics, right? A huge pot of water takes way longer to heat up or cool down than a tiny cup. More water equals more stability. Second is depth. Deeper water gives the fish a place to go, a refuge to escape the heat at the surface. And third is location. Keeping the tank out of direct sunlight prevents that rapid, intense heating. This chart just drives the point home perfectly. Look at that small bowl. Its temperature is all over the place during a single day. That's a huge, stressful swing. Now look at the large tank. It barely moves. That slow, gradual change gives the fish's body a chance to adjust without freaking out. And as if that wasn't bad enough, there's a double whammy we have to talk about. See, warmer water just can't hold as much dissolved oxygen. So during one of those rapid heat-ups, not only is the fish's metabolism completely stressed out, but it's also literally struggling to breathe. It's an awful 1-2 punch. Okay, so now we know the problem inside and out. What's the solution? How do we stop creating these little stress boxes and actually build a safe haven for our fish? It's all about being proactive and building in a few layers of safety. All right, if you use a heater in your tank, listen up, because this is super important. That little thermostat inside your heater, that's what's called a single point of failure. If that one little part breaks, and trust me they do, it can get stuck in the on position and it will cook your tank. But an external temperature controller, that's your insurance policy. It's like a second brain that watches the temperature, and if things go haywire, it cuts the power. It's a total lifesaver.
So let's put it all together. This is your proactive toolkit. 1. Use a good, reliable heater, but seriously, consider adding that external controller for safety. 2. Put the tank in the right spot, away from sunny windows and drafty vents. 3. Go for the biggest tank you can. Volume is your absolute best friend when it comes to stability. And finally, just get a simple thermometer and check it every day. Just knowing what's going on is half the battle.
So here's the bottom line. Temperature stability isn't some fancy, advanced technique for the pros. No way. It is the absolute bedrock of good fish keeping, full stop. Every choice you make, from the tank's size to where you put it, helps build an environment where a fish can truly thrive, not just barely survive. So I'll leave you with this question. When you look at your aquarium, do you see a safe haven or a source of silent stress?